Good evening, everybody, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Matthew, and I'm playing Clever Stitch, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer.
Pixie, and I'm playing Fable Frost, the Ice Genasi.
I'm Andrew. I'm playing Talon Vale, the Divination Wizard.
Hey y'all, I'm Mars playing Talroth Oakenblade, the Wood Elf Scout.
And I'm Kez playing Treasure Nightcrafter, the Tiefling Barbarian.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is Disasters in Danger. It is our D&D 5e high fantasy actual play, and we are super excited to be here with you guys and have you along for this journey. We are bringing season 2 to a close here shortly, probably before the end of the month. And so yeah, we are right here at the end. We'll get into the adventure in just a minute, but real quick, if you guys want to run around the table, let us know where people can find you on the internet. Or Matthew, if you want to tell us about our wonderful friends over at Norse Foundry, that sounds like a great thing too.
Absolutely. First, and most importantly, did you just say the words Norse and Foundry put together?
I
because
did.
That's the name of our company, a company that is friends of our show, Norse Foundry. They're the makers of dice and dice sundries, anything and everything that you could need dice related. They have metal dice, they have dice boxes, they have dice bags, they have dice towers, I think, and they have metal dice, they have regular dice, they have gem dice, they have a whole lot of dice.
Yeah.
And they're all high quality. So if you go over to Norse Foundry and you use the code REPRPG, again that's REP RPG, you will get 15% whole off of your entire order, which is a lot whenever you buy everybody in your game dice to commemorate a 2-year-long campaign. Isn't that right, Cody Stone?
That's right. So thank you so much.
I'm just now seeing, because of the delay, that Andrew's camera focused on the dice and blurred him out, and it was like that was like a professional goddamn commercial right there. I was like, what is happening? Also, Cody, in case you didn't notice, we're all cut off.
Oh no.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah.
I got it.
Like, you're a small.
Thank you for letting me know.
Don't be a small. You deserve to be a big.
And find me here on Rep RPG, playing games like Disasters and Vampire.
Sounds
Pixie,
good.
Not
you're
just
up.
the same thing.
Pixie, you're up.
I am at Chaos Pixie Magic on all platforms. I am a fantasy author, a cozy variety streamer of chaos, and a other things. Graphic designer, there we go. I've been getting commissions if you need commissions for D&D maps or D&D logos or shop logos, which is what I've been doing a lot of lately, come check me out. Again, you can find all of my stuff under my, here, I have a Ko-fi. It's all linked in my bios everywhere, but that is what I've been focusing on this week. I'm making a cute little gnome this week, and I'm obsessed with him. So it's going fun. Just chaos. Just me and Cody trying to survive my job imminently ending. And just trying to make a goddamn living on my art. So, hi, help. That's it. That's the story.
Up next, Andrew.
Oh yeah, that's I am a patron of Pixies. You can check out our logo over on my D&D channel, Easy to Spell, with 2 L's because it's easy to spell and we did it wrong anyway.
Oh yeah, you were my first logo commission for D&D stuff specifically.
It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. Everybody should go check out the channel, look at the logo, and hit the follow sign so every time that logo goes live, you can see it. It'd be great. We're going actually live for the first time in a few months on Sunday at, oh god, they're going to kill me for this, 5 p.m. Mountain Time? I'm moving, so I'm getting used to the new time zones.
There you go. 5 p.m. Mountain is 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. We are going live for the first time with our City of Avarice, our Arcano-Punk last city in the world protected from the war between gods and mortals. Very excited. We put a lot of work into, and yeah, that is this Sunday. Come, just look at our pretty logo. You can mute me. You can just mute it and look at the logo if you like.
It sounds epic. I'm really excited to see and hear about this. So
yeah, we took a lot that we learned from campaign 1. We're gonna try and do everything just bigger, better. Hopefully, have some of you guys on as guests. Which we'd love. And yeah, whole team's been putting in a lot of work, and we hope to see everybody there.
nice, awesome. Up next, Mars.
Yes, me. Hi, Mars. Now that I remember what I was going to talk about, yes, you could also catch me Thursday nights on my friend GM Dave's channel, Roleplay Games. Just running with him through a system called Arcanus, the World of Shattered Empires. It's another 5e system. It's very heavily Roman influenced. And we're talking like legionnaires, which that happens to be the adventure group that we're running with right now. A bunch of, well, just tune in to find out.
There you go. Yeah, that's the best way. How about Kaz? What do you got going on?
Well, aside from also being part of the shenanigans going on in roleplay games, I don't really stream besides here and there, but I do have some art channels, and you can catch me on @CriticalKez, either on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm getting prepped for QuestCon right now. I just put up my 4th pinup, the Dad Bod Owlbear. He should be hitting Redbubble very soon. Definitely going to bring some stuff of him and my other 3 pinups, including the gelatinous cube, which she's been pretty popular, over to QuestCon. So if you're looking to pick some of that stuff, you can either find me on Critical Kez at Redbubble, or you can look for me at QuestCon.
Awesome. Thank you guys so very, very much. Anything else? My brain just short-circuited.
Listen, it happens. We have caffeine in the fridge. Cody and I had like 2 days where we purged all caffeine from our systems, and we didn't drink like any Red Bull for days. And today we're listen, it was not by choice. But we're back on the caffeinated wagon now, and our brains are trying to catch up with us. We're trying so fucking hard.
Many things happening all at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No idea.
Awesome. Also, PvP League is going to be coming back. We're going to open up.
Oh, we can talk about that.
Yeah, go for it.
Cody and I are going to be doing a multi-stream live on Friday, July 1st. After we spent all day binging Stranger Things, because we will fucking be doing that, so we'll be caffeinated. Friday the 1st, we are going to be streaming that night a PvP Q&A and opening signups that night. That means we are going to be able to go through all of the rules for Season 3 in real time with all of you and make sure it makes sense to everybody, and we're going to be opening up those applications live during that stream to make up for the fact that we're downing Vampire that night because Matthew's moving. Like a loser who got an adult job or whatever.
It's not me. My adult job keeps me at a desk.
That's
wherever
fair,
I am.
Fair. Like, that's fair, but like, you can do that. If Cody got moved somewhere, I'd be like, I can't come with you. I have nothing to do. Like,
That's fair.
It's fine. But we are going to be doing that live on Friday the 1st before we come back to Vampire the next Friday. So the goal is to get that all done in a clean, easy, quick fashion. So even if you're not planning on applying for PvP this year, if you played in the past, if you want to be available to jump in and do some Q&A stuff, we would love to talk to some past players, good, bad, and ugly, about their experiences the first 2 seasons. Even if you don't want to join, send your friends who maybe do. It's a good time. It's a chaos. It's SummerSlam, but D&D. That is our plan this year. And make it 3 months instead of a night. There you go. That's what we got.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you guys are ready, I guess I am too.
I am not, but okay.
Let's see what we can make happen here. here we go. Our adventure takes place in the elemental plane of fire, located in the city of Brass, at the edge of the Lake of Flames. Our heroes, the archivists, have traveled here to sort out a proposed marriage to a powerful tiefling family that has sent treasure running from her home for a few years now. And in the midst of that, we have also discovered the source of Fable's bloodline, her sorceress origin, the phoenix soul that bound itself to her family. And recently, the archivists have infiltrated a Duskwood elemental ship yard where many of these ships were being made, and have freed Fable of the Phoenix Soul, and in that moment created a reborn elemental prince. You guys know that Igneal is one of 3 descendants of the current Sultan of Ash and son, and who is on his deathbed. You know that the Sultan is on his deathbed. There were 2 viable heirs, and now you have just returned a third to that field. And also in the process, you have crippled the Duskwood's ability to produce elemental airships. Now, they do produce other things, but they had recently, in the past few years, put pretty much their entire, or the bulk of their wealth into this process. When the Phoenix was reborn, you guys were blinded by the burning white light of fire, and you were just beginning to come to. Yep, same group. Okay, just double checking, making sure I was like, did anybody switch out? No. Okay. All right. As you guys you were coming out of unconsciousness. Fable, you have 1 hit point. The last gift of your of the Phoenix was the rebirth of that styling, right? I will allow you also in that process to roll any hit dice you would like. In fact, anybody that would like to roll hit dice, you may do so. Go for it. Yeah.
Will this be a short rest or just rolling hit dice?
What abilities are you trying to recover?
Oh no, just because I wanted to roll the short rest thing.
Oh, sure.
And
I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Go for it. As you guys are completing that, I would like all of you to do me a favor and roll me perception checks. Do not use your passive as a floor for this, because you are coming out of consciousness, so your passive does not apply.
7.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
30.
Okay.
4.
There we go.
Sounds good. Talroth, you are the first to awaken. Your keen senses sort of begin to pick up. First, the floor that you're on. You are prone. You are on the floor. It is. It is warm. It's almost hot. Kind of feels like a it's like a ceramic that retains heat, like a pizza stone, right? Very much kind of has that feeling. And as you sort of brush your hand across it, you can feel the grit on the ground sort of shift just a little bit. Your ears begin to ring with screams, yelling, and sounds of sort of crashing rubble about you. And not immediately about you. It sounds like it's in the distance. But that is the first thing that begins to wake you.
All right. If I see that everyone is still down, or if they're starting to come,
they are starting to. It looks like Fable will be up shortly. Like she's lifting her head. The others are a little more out of it. But they are stirring, just like, they're all alive. None of them are like super still or completely out of it. Like for you worry about Treasure for a second, and then you see she's breathing, but she definitely did the rollover. Like, I don't want to get up right now. Leave me alone. It's nap time.
All right. So as I'm getting up, I'm gonna kind of slide the staff of the shards of Gyron's staff that I have.
Okay.
And just use this charge for the healing spirit.
Okay.
And just send it out to everybody. So yeah, I can heal 4 people with it.
Okay.
So cool.
All right, sounds good. Fable, you begin to hear in Ignan the yells of what sound like soldiers, and you don't hear footsteps creeping across the floor because most of the creatures here don't have feet, or they just sort of burn or float across things.
I hear the ripple of flame across the floor. Oh, everything's normal.
There you go.
It's the fire plane. It's fine.
You also start to pick up on the loud crashes and the heat of the floor and all of those things. But what I think catches your attention most is a deep sense of emptiness that I'm not sure you've experienced before. It is one akin to the missing of your family, but almost more than that. It is similar to, I would have to say, like a phantom limb. An urge, an energy that you just expect to be there, and yet in this moment it is not. What would you like to do?
She will, as she stands up and is the prince here still? Is he?
So you start to open. Your eyes are actually still blurry. You're not getting the full view of everything that's happening in this moment. You still have that, like, Doctor dilated my eyes and put a light in them, sort of the haze bubble thing going on. So you don't immediately see him. You can kind of see the group, but that's about as far.
Fable is she wakes up shivering. possibly for the first time in her life, and realizes she is colder than she has ever been. And out of habit, she tries to bring up Mantle of Flame, and nothing happens.
Who's my next one? Talon, I believe, had a 13. Okay. Yeah, Talon, you do wake up next. You're sort of seeing people around limited sight again, just like the other two. And at this point, the three of you are hearing a sort of fire screech outside in the distance that is almost like a it's like a rock screaming through the air, falling very rapidly, sort of creating a whistle noise.
Talon sits up, and I think his focus is Fable, who's like shivering and trying to do something. He'll walk up, and it's okay if I fudge a cantrip a little bit, use like a combination of Firebolt and Control Flames to like pull a little bit of a small flame and like hold it in front of her to warm her hands.
I mean, if you're just controlling flame, there's enough flame around for you to begin to control.
Yeah, just pull a little bit in, and just so she can kind of warm herself. Did it work? What happened?
It's gone. It's all gone. I've never been so cold in my life, Dylan.
Let's talk to you.
We should leave. We should get out. We should get everybody up.
Sister.
I'll be fine. We should go.
We should.
She kind of reaches out to have him, just to have someone nearby as she's still struggling to see and function. Just kind of grabs on his elbow.
Okay.
Just holds.
Clever Stitch. It's a warm floor. I know.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Back to sleep.
Yep. You want to go back
It's
to
the
sleep?
biggest sunbeam. It's the world's biggest sunbeam
Listen,
for a
man.
cat to fall asleep in.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a hell of a sunbeam in this moment.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Then he'll give a stretch and then eventually get up, look around.
okay. Yeah, your side is returning as well. There's an odd moment when you get up and the rest of you can hear it. The massive sort of cracking explosion of an impact outside, and the floor actually begins to shake and rumble, and your ears all in that movement and lurching of this building, this tower that you're in, sort of wobbles for a moment, and it causes your ears to pop as you can tell that you are pretty high up. All of you are coming to realize. And Treasure, it's when the rumbling stops, and actually a lot of the noise stops. That's about the time that you start to wake up. All the white noise machines have turned off for you at this point, and that's what's actually gonna wake Treasure up from this dense sleep.
As soon as she starts to wake up, she just kind of gasps and sit up, and she starts looking around for Fable, and she's like positively shaking. Like she's holding her axe and it's clattering against the ground.
Okay. As you guys are clearing up your eyes, you see that you are in what is one of the interior rooms opulently designed. There are sort of brass and bronzed like inlays in the floor that create these very intricate patterns, almost like a rug sort of woven in between the marble and ceramics of the ground. And they sort of absorb bits of the heat and carry it throughout the place. There are from where you're at, as you start to look around the room, it is a sort of like sitting antechamber, and there are a series of like chaise lounges along the sides. There are curtains that occasionally, as the floor gets too hot, will sort of dance with flame, and it'll like Disney World fiber optic trace the fire up throughout it, right? And it does sort of glow. The floor, in between the marbling of the floor, you can tell that it does have this charcoal-like quality, this ashen, burnt-like quality. Each of this marble is undergoing sort of a burn through process, and then a re-solidifying into a marble pattern. The white coming from the completely burnt out charcoal, and then the black waves and lines that creep through it, the freshen, and it sort of shifts as the heat carries through it. There is 2 sets of double doors. We're just, for simplicity's sake, let's say north and south. They are large. They are big enough for giants to comfortably walk through, and maybe 2 of them. If they did like tallest Karate Kid on shoulders, they'd have to duck, but they are very big, is essentially what I am attempting to say. You guys are all awake. You can see each other, that you are, for the most part, healthy. And whatever the commotion was outside has, for this moment, stopped.
I'm just looking around, this is not where we passed out, is it? Talon?
I can. Let me see. Is there a way that I can see how we were transported? Like if there was teleportation magic or anything that.
Yeah, sure.
Is there lingering power somewhere?
Make an investigation check.
May I assist him?
Yes, you may.
Oh, I already have advantage, so.
Then it's not going to matter. You start to, and he just pushes you out of the way. I got
this. I got this.
26. So, you see in the ceiling of this place, you guys were doing your infiltration at high noon, right? You can tell from the movement of the sun, because there are holes in the ceiling that let in beams of concentrated sunlight, or just the regular sunlight. I don't think it has to be concentrated. And it is the sunlight that is burning the charcoal as it resets itself magically and creating this pattern. There are small holes in the ceiling, and you know from your ears popping that you are high up. The other thing that you do know between the charcoal is you're probably in the Charcoal Citadel, which is where the prince most likely would have gone immediately. He took you with him. into some sort of antechamber, and he can, as a flame, as a fire creature, you know that they can slip through spaces as small as an inch, and for a moment you imagine he might have teleported you, or he might have just turned you all into flame and jumped through the roof.
Likely brought here by the most rudimentary forms of teleportation is we were unconscious and carried. I can try to find out more if you'd like. And I'll cast Arcane Eye.
Okay, where would you like to cast it?
And I'll start floating it up the north hallway.
Okay, the north side. So this, it's a very large chamber. You do see there are sort of portraits and paintings along the walls that are almost magic eye, a little easier to see once you sort of approach them, as they are constantly sort of burning and dancing with flames that obscure their vision. And if you wanted to get closer to them, you can all sort of see that they're like ruling portraits, right? That's like the hall where all the presidents get their portrait done, right? All the previous sultans of Sun are sort of, or sultans of something, right? They all sort of give themselves their own name, right? As they are going. So the Arcane Eye is drifting that way. Let's say this is a pretty big chamber, so let's say it's like a 150 feet end to end. So the Arcane Eye sort of darts off. As that is going, is anybody else up to anything?
Treasure's just...
Oh, go.
Treasure's just sitting on the chase, and she's just, like, trying to collect herself. Like, her hands are over her face. She's just kind of got her elbows on her knees and just, like, trying to come to terms with what she just did.
Mm-hmm. East or west? Treasure?
West.
Okay. West. Sounds good. Fable, you were saying something?
Fable is just desperately trying to get in tune with herself and figure out what the fuck is going on. Thosen taught her a lot of, like, controlling the flame, like, mentalities, but now since there's no flame there, she's trying to figure out what she can do instead. Mm-hmm. She's just trying desperately to figure out what she is currently capable of.
Yeah.
So she can be useful at all.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a goddamn choice.
Okay. And
I'm gonna roll, oh no, okay. I was making some choices for myself. Good, excellent. She is, she, like, stops for a minute, like, no, that's a later problem. It's fine. She's good. She's just trying to figure her fucking self out for a minute.
Okay. Sounds good. Talon, your Arcane Eye makes it to the door on the northern side. Is there... You're just going to pass through? Anything else you would like to do?
I think just keeping an eye out for anybody moving around. I think, going under the door or through the door, past the door. Just trying to get a lay for what's going on where we're at.
Absolutely. Roll me a percentile.
One.
Okay.
That's the 0, and then a 1, right? That's 1%.
That is correct. Yeah. Yep.
God, let's hope you were supposed to roll low. Huh?
I'll like it. I'll like it.
Did it right. Okay. Sounds good. The Arcane Eye passes through the wall. And in this large circular chamber. It is gleaming in light that is almost difficult to sort of see through. The curtains are very much the same, and towards up on almost like a raised platform with a series of steps leading up to it, there are opulent cushions and pillows sort of laid out and around this. And there you see on a sort of large chair this figure that looks like he is made out of burnt charcoal, and he is on the pillows and the fabrics, and sort of his chair, he seems a little too small for it, the way a grandfather might, as they get older and they begin to lose weight, right? But in just the most haughty of ways, he is lounging sort of sideways, right? And he's got one foot up over the arm of his throne-like chair, and you can see there are sort of living flames that dance about him, and you see the back of a feathered cape and dress that drapes down around the floor. You have seen the prince briefly, the one Igneal, the one that you guys assisted, but this looks different. The slightness of the shoulders, the sweep of them down, the added brilliance of the plumage, you suspect that this Phoenix Prince is perhaps a princess, right? You know that there is one of the three siblings that is female. I believe her name was Vatra. And her back is to you, and she is right at the throne, seemingly doing something, but you are unclear what that is.
I can continue to send the arcane eye just a little bit further to try to get around the side to see what she's doing.
Sure, yeah. It continues to press forward. As the arcane eye moves forward, the living flames sort of part and pass around it, almost as though they are creating a path, or at least leaving a path exposed, right? Tell me, does the arcane eye have any ability to see invisible or true sight or anything along those things? I don't think so, but just in case
I have the ability to see invisible creatures within 10 feet.
Okay.
But I don't know if that translates through the eye.
Oh sure, I don't mind if it does, but I doubt. Well, it's up to you if the arcane eye gets within 10 feet of anybody. That's its own thing. The eye presses forward, and the living flames sort of dance around and spread, and it comes creeping around. I'm guessing you want to get to the side so you can kind of see what is happening. What sort of distance do you want to keep, or do you want to get that close?
I would probably keep my distance in case they're able to see invisible sensors and things as well. Okay. So probably at that 20 to 30 feet, that range. Just kind of circle around.
Okay. Yeah. There is a you see Vatra there, and she has a wand in her hand that has these sort of, at the end of it, almost looks like a fire poker for a fireplace. It is smaller. It is clearly light, and she is sort of stroking her father's face in a very loving, kind way, and stoking his embers. Make a perception check.
Is she literally keeping the fire of him alive? Like, I'm imagining.
That is a 22.
So you can, so yes, I mean, it kind of looks like that, but you are seeing with more than 20 as she stokes the flames that are keeping him, that are her father. She is sort of breathing in that fire and ash, and you can see every time she does, the fire within him gets a little smaller. She is in some magical way draining that light and flame from him.
Does it seem like she is like kind of aggressively like doing that so as to now kill him and take the rest of his
Make an arcane.
essence?
Well, what would you? So, would you like a insight check to know her motivation, or a arcana check to know the status of his health?
It's lower, but I've got to go insight on this one.
Okay.
It's a natural 19 for 25.
Wow. Nicely done. It is not with malice, but it is with purpose that she is devouring him.
Just over my shoulder to, I think, Talroth and Stitch, because I think Fable and Treasure are both doing stuff.
They're having a
Just-
moment.
Yeah. Just. It seems as though the princess is consuming the Sultan. Done that way. Point.
As you say
It
that,
doesn't-
I would like... go ahead, finish your sentence.
Oh, that's. It does not seem to be with malice, but she is consuming him.
Oh.
I would, as he finishes that sentence, I would like everyone to roll me a percentile.
I rolled a
30
1 again.
No, you did not.
I really did. I honestly did.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Matthew, I'm
Christ.
sorry.
I don't know if I could show it, but
Oh my god.
33.
did.
there it
93. 93.
98.
We're covered highs and lows, guys. Like, we've got...
1.
What?
Oh, shit.
2 ones? 2 natural ones on fucking D100?
I guess we're playing the cleric next time.
You guys should play Call of Cthulhu. Those players would kill for rolls of natural ones. Are you kidding me? Okay. Talon finishes his sentence, and Treasure, you look up from where you are seated, perhaps not ready to reface the world in this moment, but in that moment, the world, the wall of this castle comes crashing in, and I would like everyone to make me dexterity saving throws.
$18.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Yes, bitch.
Ah!
8.
New powers. I'm secretly a monk now, y'all. I just shifted. Like,
Natural 20 for a 30.
Nice.
4.
Okay. Looking for a 14. If you succeeded, you take half or no damage if you have evasion. If you failed, it is 5d10 bludgeoning damage, which
About to
is
fucking die
9,
again.
10,
God damn it.
11,
Okay.
20. So 20 total. As the masonry, the plaster, the rocks, the metal, the brass, all of this just comes crashing in explosion style like a wave across you, but there is no flame or fire that comes with it. It's not a weapon that has crashed into it. It is, you see as the dust begins to settle and the cloud of ash washes over you. It is a portion of an elemental airship. And I would like Treasure to roll me a D4.
4.
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't like any of that.
I have the siblings listed. Ganefrian, Gazir, Garmanos,
Is it
Zahala,
Misky?
and Miski. And
Oh,
because
fuck.
one of them is missing, the last
Oh,
one,
fuck.
number 4, is Miski. I'm gonna make a perception check for her because she just crashed.
God.
Let's see. The airship burst through the wall sideways. It didn't ram into the tower, right? It didn't ram into the home. It looks, because you're seeing the side bow and the railing has sort of broken, and some of the shipmen have sort of flung onto the floor, already dead, probably dead before impact. You don't see the full breadth of the vessel, right? It's sort of the front corner that has kind of crashed into it, almost like it got hit and kind of fishtailed. But as the ship begins to pull out and tears down more of the masonry, you see Miski, who is running around on the bow of her ship, giving orders, and she rolled an 11. I'm gonna see. She looks over and she actually has a pretty good perception check. Yeah, that's an 18, which is more than enough. She does see you guys in there. And she looks and sort of double takes and begins to kind of yell to bring the ship around. As the vessel begins to sort of clear out, I'd like you all to make perception checks.
21.
16.
20.
31.
8. Today is not my day.
Today is Talroth's day.
Listen, man, Treasure has been through a lot. She
Yeah.
just had to knock out one of her friends.
Yeah,
She's having a time.
Treasure is having a moment. Absolutely.
Talroth is just wired because there was fire, there was explosions, and we wake up somewhere weird, and nope, he is wired.
In his head, he's like, did I change fate again? The fuck? Did a card fall out? Like, he's, what? Like,
I do want to say, regardless of what's like about to happen, as soon as Talon sees like Miski and someone who's almost definitely going to be a threat, if we have a minute, he's going to cast a spell. It has a cast time of 1 minute. But
So far, we're moving pretty quick in this moment, but we'll see if you want to take a minute. Then that's between you and your party. As you guys look out, who other than the 30 and the 4, what were the first 3 numbers?
21.
Okay. Ballpark.
Either
it.
16 or 19. One
Great,
of those two.
that's fine.
16.
It was 16.
I was a 20.
20. Okay. So definitely the 320s and above. The 16, you get sort of a part of it, but you're also pretty distracted, and the cloud of smoke is pretty heavy. But for the 3 of you, you see in sort of a burst of smoky fire, the Phoenix Prince kind of land on the top of that ship. You don't recognize you're not sure which one it is, because it is sort of the Harry Potter kind of apparate, the spinning smoke spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but it's of fire, basically. And before it can fully reform back into a person, a second one has sort of bursted over the bow and grabbed them. You look out over the city, and it has erupted into a near complete civil war. The 2 burning Phoenix brothers are kind of Superman fighting, Man of Steel across the city. It looks like the Royal Guard, the Ifriti that were traditionally in power are attempting to hold the charcoal citadel and are attempting to quell what is largely non-elemental races sort of bursting and rising up. The elemental airships of the Dusk Woods are dominating the skies, and there are some elementals that are sort of flying up and fighting with them. You can see that a couple of them have crashed, but you can see where one was struck by. I mean, you guys are high enough level to have guessed at it. Like some sort of meteor storm, probably, that crashed that vessel into the grounds of the city. It is it is a widespread bit of dominance and destruction, and with the 30, I will say that Tauroth, you can see that this upheaval is also being used as an opportunity for many of the owned within the city to revolt and rebel. So even in sections that Afridi aren't in, it's just pure chaos. And for a city that's on fire all the time, it is burning in a very weird way. What would you guys like to do?
So, just to make sure I got this right, the 2 male phoenixes are fighting each other,
Yes.
and the female one is the one we freed, who is in the other room right now.
You freed one of the
Or-
brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't know why the female one is doing that. I have a theory that if it's not malicious but intentional, it's that she's trying to stop, at least if one of the bloodline has his power instead of a random stranger who breaks in and takes it. That's probably a good thing, given that her brother was just trapped, although I don't know that I trust her. But still.
Do we know anything about her?
You know that you can make a history check. You guys
Just
had
'cause
done.
I'm-
Yeah, you can. You guys had done some research on this.
A 14.
A 14. Okay. Yeah. So the three total: Igneal, who was captured, right? Vatra, the female, and Pyrrhus, the third brother, right? Pyrrhus and Vatra are twins. Igneal was the older, and you can tell he was probably the stronger, because he's been without a soul or a body for years, decades, and is holding his own, right? You can piece together that it probably took both of the other siblings to trap Igneal the first time. You know that they teamed up basically to free up the line of succession to one of them, right? You know that one of them is aligned with the Duskwoods, that has the Duskwoods as advisors and is sort of their patron, right? That's why they were entrusted with Igneal's body. You don't know which one. You know that they were competing for the throne before Igneal showed back up, and just knowing the type of elementals that fire elementals Ifriti are, they're both probably pretty shit.
Sure.
Right? like
Yeah.
none of them are probably great. You know
Sure.
what I mean? The only thing you can maybe hope for is that Igneal's time in the Genasi bloodline, his ability to live as sort of a mortal person for a while, might have given him some humanity, because he did
Sure.
save your lives, right?
This is true.
But prior to that, he might have been as bad or worse.
Just as bad. Yeah.
But
Okay.
but that is the difference. He's Fable's 20 plus, I believe. So at the very least, and I think he was here like before her specifically. I think he spent time in some forefathers, right? So we're talking at least 2, 3, 4 decades of being around mortals and
Mortals.
yeah.
Got it.
And that it depends.
Yeah.
It's up to you how much you want to bank on on his humanity.
Sure.
So yeah.
Okay. Got it.
All the working airships are in the sky that you can see. You can guess there are probably a family member captaining each of them. So there are 6 that are up in the sky. The 7th is crashed. And then you think they had like 3 more. Those may have just escaped the plane.
So, clarify for me, do we know, like, the power of the Sultan of the Sun would be passed on, like, if the daughter completes, like, consuming his
Yeah,
ember,
if she
he would
completes
gain
the
that
ritual,
power?
yeah, she becomes the ruler.
Now, does it have to be somebody of the Phoenix bloodline or just of an elemental line to claim that power? Or,
Make an
like, it could-
Or
arc.
can we send treasure in there and just?
Or
Make
is
an-
this Talen's
Nope,
way?
nope. I know. Yep, the panic in your eyes.
Make an Arcana check.
Natural 20 for a 30.
So, it is possible. However, in theory, it's possible. Would they survive? Is the question, right? To be transparent, because you are watching her do it, right? There is fire damage involved in breathing in that type of flame, and there is the exhaustion. It is a test of endurance and willpower. Even the daughter, even Vatra, every time she does it, beforehand, she has to sort of mentally steel herself and then force herself to go through with it and then endure absorbing that flame and fire and then continue. So there are actually sort of long stretches between like ritual moments.
I think we have to make a decision here. Do we try to take to the sky and turn the tide for Igneel? Do we interrupt the ritual that is going on just down the hall? Do we get the hell out of Dodge? I don't know what that means. I've heard it said before.
Now, I've heard that said before a couple times too. That's a very apt term because we're probably going to have to dodge a lot of shit on the way out. But I can't fly, and I can only make one person fly.
So,
Treasure's
what is the
Because we can't
priority?
fly doesn't mean we can't get a ship.
Treasure's gonna take a deep breath, like she's finally looking up from this, and she kind of looks towards the other room because I'm sure he's described by now the ritual that's going on.
Yes.
If we don't do something about that, then freeing Igneel and trying to go and help my family is gonna be for nothing. Bloodburner wanted me to be a revolution, so I'm about to be a fucking revolution.
I think she's right. If we even if we turn the tide for Igneel up there, if she completes a ritual and becomes the successor, it won't matter. I think we have to just hope that he does okay up there and stop her.
Right, so we leave Igneel to fight his younger brother, and we take out the sister. That's what I'm getting.
At the very least, it buys him a chance of only having to fight one of them instead of two.
Yeah.
And if she can be convinced, if she's not really that bad, then we can send her to fuck off up there with the other two. But
Do we want to fight her in the room with the Sultan, or should we bring her here?
she won't move. She's in the middle of
Right.
that intense of a ritual. Would you walk away from yours?
I wouldn't ask.
Oh, fuck.
Talon, what you doing?
I still think in there might be... Oh, fuck. I don't know. Shit!
If
Are you gonna take us
Does
to a
the-
neutral location?
just the ritual that she's doing, does it look like it takes all of her concentration to do it?
Because at least surprise round if we,
pretty
like, jump in
intense.
there and wail on her.
Well, I'm just wondering if she's going to be able to keep on Winifred sucking the soul out of a child while we wail on her, or
That's
if
fair. Yeah.
or if she will have to stop to fate to deal with this.
It looks like it is a pretty intense. She's concentrating on it hard.
But
so,
you said the room is also full of like living flames that might.
yes, because you rolled the natural 20 on the Arcana check. So it's a Sultan. Sultans have harems. That's all I know. And so fire elemental harem for the Sultan, and that's why it moved out of your way to let you in, because that's the Sultan's harem, right? And it's like, nah, man, she's doing something weird. Get over there. Go look at it. Right?
Oh, so the harem is concerned about him, so they may let us just pass by and not do fuck all to interfere.
Yeah.
Let's go
Or
there
help
then.
us.
Let's
Or-
fucking
yeah.
go there and get an
Or-
audience.
Actually, Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, why else would Igniel have dropped us off here instead of somewhere else?
Just say, tactically, I can bring her here, I think. If it doesn't work, we just run. But if all of you just prepare to hit her with everything you have. I've done this before with Fable. When you were trapped below the ship and I was able to bring you out.
It's true.
It might not work. They may have defensive measures in place, but...
How long will it take?
6 seconds.
Oh, all right.
Swords out, spinning it around, and just getting ready.
Yep. Bows out.
Is
Hey, are we having a prep round?
You tell me.
Yeah. As Fable still doesn't know what the fuck she can do, she's just panicking. She's panicking, she's panicking, she's panicking. And in her desperation to have anything help her at all, she just kind of throws out this burst of power and summons a Hound of Ill Omen. As she attempted to once before summon, like she used to summon that, the Phoenix, essentially. So can anyone guess her new shit? Because
Warlock.
there it is. As a bonus action, you can spend 3 sorcery points to magically summon a Hound of Ill Omen modified direwolf to target one large creature you can see within 120 feet of you. Cannot see the creature yet, but the dog shows the fuck up.
You're a shadow sorcerer?
Well, what happens when the flame is gone? What's left?
I was right!
And
Cody was reading me a list of the 3 origins I could pick, and I was like, I don't know, for the symbolism and the fact that they're always cold and all this shit, I like the idea that once the fire is gone from her, there's just this void left over.
Yeah.
And that's the void. It's
Very
Shadow.
Dark Souls.
Fucking
Very
right?
Dark Souls.
Like-
That the light is out.
Yes.
I was honestly thinking, because the way the room was described, I thought it was a genie bottle, and that
Oh.
That
the
would be
Phoenix was going
cool.
to be a genie patron.
That would
so
be
Yeah,
fucking cool
that would have
too.
been neat.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
it was the idea being also like, because the cold is there, I've now rethemed all of my fire spells to be cold spells instead. The idea being if she was that possibly the fire was actually drowning out her existing magical potential.
Oh.
Meaning she has never been this cold. She has always been melting and refreezing herself her whole life. She is just ice now. She's just fucking ice. Which is nice because one of the Shadow Sorcerer quirks is you are always icy to the touch. She fucking is, more than normal. She cold. She real fucking cold. So I have a pup. I have a Shadow and Ice pup.
excellent.
I like to imagine my magic now looks like, you know, in the second How to Train Your Dragon film, when every time the ice and shadow kind of mix from Toothless and the big alpha. That's what I'm imagining right now for her magic from here on out.
I was imagining somewhere between Jack Frost and Pitch from
Yeah.
Rise.
Not like when that happened. Exactly. That's the same concept. That's the same style and everything. Yeah.
Cody, how far away? Like you said, the Arcane Eye went about 150 feet.
From
To
end
get-
to end is
or-
the width of it. We'll say it went maybe a whole total. Yeah, let's total it up at 150.
Also, before he teleports anybody here, I would like to rage.
Okay.
And let's roll for that rage power. Let's see what. Well, that's going to be fun. Shadow tendrils and thorns come from the ground.
Okay.
We've got our dark thorn fairy.
Ooh.
Neat.
while everyone's getting ready, I'm just gonna kind of ask Taylor where she might show up and just be ready for a steady aim to get advantage on that first attack.
Taylor just looks in front of Treasure where she's just like rearing up, like point right in front of her.
I'll do my normal thing and just get on the other side to flank with Treasure.
And I'm going to try to cast Vortex Warp, seeing through the Arcane Eye. It's at 4th level to give me a range of 150 feet. And I'm going to use my Portent ability to just give them a 3 on their Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Cody, just to give you the initial effect, so that when she arrives, each creature of my choice that I can see, which in this case would be her, within 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take a D12 necrotic damage. And I gain 1d12 temporary hit points until my rage ends, and I can use this effect on each of my turns as a bonus action. So Shadow Tendrils and Thorns.
Okay. Sounds good. With the natural 3, you guys watch as Talon begins to concentrate. And we take a break.
Ooh.
We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Please stick around for just a few minutes. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. But until then, be cool. Welcome back, everybody. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone, and with me tonight, we have...
Matthew playing Clever Stitch, the Tabaxi Arcane Archer.
Pixie playing Fable Frost, the Ice Genasi Shadow Magic Sorcerer with a splash of Bard.
And I'm Andrew. I'm playing Talon Vale, Rep RPG's current Director of Transportation.
I am Mars playing Taurath Oakenblade, the Wood Elf Scout, and one half of the Cut 'em Down to Size committee.
And I'm Kez playing Treasure Nightcrafter. Give me a moment. The Tiefling Barbarian. Good lord.
She's the other half of the Cut 'em Down to Size committee.
Sounds good. Oh, thank you, Lethal Kiss. Thank you for all your gifted subs.
Thank you,
We
Bex!
love and appreciate
Thank you for the break raid, Dead Man, by the way. We apologize we were not here
Yes,
for the
thank you,
we're
Dead
on
Man.
break.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dead Man. All right. So, Vatra arrives, and I would like all of you to flip for initiative. All right. What is Vatra's dex? Oh, my lord. Okay. I gotta take a bunch of cards out. Okay.
Caitlin, what did you pull?
A 6.
Thank you.
Vatra is on a jack.
Okay.
All right. At the top, who's up first?
Caitlin.
Just cast mirror image.
Okay.
I believe that belongs to your brother. The shadow, just the multiple forms split off, and then he's just going to take a couple steps back.
Okay. Sounds good. Up next.
That's Stitch and Treasure.
You may go first.
All right. Incoming barrage of arrows.
Okay.
I think I don't want this woman to get a single turn. So I'm going to attempt to put her down most of the way so that Treasure and Talroth can finish her off. Or I think only Treasure gets to go before her, so that Treasure can finish her off. So, first 3 shots, all sharpshooter. Ooh, jeez. Okay. So the lowest was a 14.
14 misses. Her armor class is
Yes.
17.
Perfect. Then 2 of those hit. One of them was a 17, and then the other was a natural 17.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make that natural 17 also a grasping arrow.
Okay.
And then I'll make the 17 a beguiling arrow. So the first one is going to do D8 plus 2d6 plus another 2d6. Okay, so this is the weapon damage. That is 8, 14. That's 20. Does cold damage matter to her? Or am I okay lumping it all in?
Lump it all in.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is that poison for grasping? Yes. So 8, 24, 30, 31. 35 points of damage between piercing, cold, and poison.
Poison, she is immune.
Okay, well, her speed is reduced by 10 feet. And if she tries to move, get fucked.
Okay.
Second one is going to be
So what is the damage without poison?
it was 31 points of damage.
Got it. Thank you.
The second one is 4 plus 9, it's 37 points of damage between piercing, cold, and psychic.
Good. That all works.
Perfect. And then I need her to make a wisdom saving throw.
37. Doing math real quick.
Yep.
Okay. And wisdom?
Yeah, she'll probably pass it, but fuck it.
Ooh. She rolled a natural 2. For a 5, but she is gonna legendary resistance.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Wait, what's the effect? Charmed?
Yes.
She's immune to charmed, so no legendary
Well-
resistance.
Okay. That's fine. And then I'm gonna action surge. And go
yeah.
ahead and just get 3 more shots off on her.
Let's do it.
You know what? My bonus action, I no longer can use it to do extra shots, but that one shot that missed, I'm gonna go ahead and do a curving shot.
Okay.
Because as a bonus action, I can re-roll the attack roll against a different target. Never mind. There is only one target.
It's just
I'm
the
not
one.
used to being able to use my bonus action for that. Normally, I just did extra shots.
Yeah.
So 3 more
We're all learning
attacks.
some new stuff tonight. It's gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
3 more attacks. One of which missed. The other was the other 2 was a natural 15 and a natural 17.
Yep. Sounds good.
Ooh, that's shit damage. 8, 9, 25 damage on
Okay.
the first attack. And then much better. 9, 16, 32 damage on the second attack.
Ooh. Nice. Big turn.
And then he looks at the rest of them. Hurry and kill her before she can do anything to us.
Okay.
And then he's done.
Sounds.
Well, you told her our plan, Stitch. Now she knows.
Dang it.
Sounds good. Who's up next?
That would be me.
All right, Treasure, let's do it.
She's gonna have to make me a con saving throw as those tendrils and tentacles lash out from the ground around her.
Okay.
It's DC 18.
Okay. You said con?
Con.
Okay. That is a 7 plus 12 for a 19.
Okay, so she does pass. She does not take necrotic damage.
Okay.
But she's probably going to take a whole lot of damage from these attacks.
Yeah. Do it.
So I'm going to do my 2 attacks reckless.
Sounds good. I'll tell you off the top, she is immune to fire.
Cool, so I figured as much, so I was just going to roll my attack, like my damage without the
That's
fire
good. Great. Yeah.
Okay, so for the first one, 13 plus 9 is the lower one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Second one, it is 26 is the lower one.
Okay.
I'm just counting so that I know I don't miss for the reckless.
Yep. Sounds good.
And let's go ahead and roll the d12 plus 11. So it's an 8 plus 11 for 29 for that first hit. And the second hit is a 16.
Okay. You in response you hit her twice.
Yes.
So each time you take 18 points of fire damage, reduced to 9.
But twice, so that would be total 18.
Total
correct?
18. Yep. There you go. Anything else, Treasure?
Nothing else I can do.
Okay. So on her turn, she is. This has been surprised, so she is no longer surprised. She can start taking reactions, and will have a turn next turn. So who is up?
That's Talroth.
Talroth.
All right, since I did that steady aim before, trying to get the advantage on this attack roll.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to be a 28 to hit, but Elven accuracy just to see if I can crit. 28.
Okay. 28. As you strike into the living flame that is Vatra, the fire creeps up your arms. It is 18 points of fire damage to you.
All right, and that is going to be a grand total of 24 damage between slashing, piercing, and lightning.
Okay, sounds good. And that is it for you, Talroth? Okay.
Yep, because I had a bonus action to steady aim.
Yep. Just making sure. At the end of your turn, now that she's no longer surprised, she is going to use combustion. I would like
Is that a class feature or a spell?
racial feature, not a spell.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Good, thank you. Fuck.
Ooh. She scans around. I'm going to roll a d6 to see who she targets. That doesn't help me. For Talroth, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 21.
$21.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have a +2 to my con save, so I'm like, oh, I have to roll a 19 or higher, and okay.
Okay. Sounds good. I still roll damage, or do you want me to take the average? It's up to you.
I'll take the rolled.
Take the rolled. Okay.
Chaos.
All right. Going for the rolled. I'm going to go ahead and bust out the good old dice roller here for the 20d6 of fire damage.
And that was on a success, right?
Yeah, you get half. It's half.
That's still
Okay.
so many dice!
Okay.
You're looking at 40 damage for your halved on average.
Trying to figure out what my next spell was going to be, and I think invisibility was just decided upon.
So that is going to be 68. So just below average, which is reduced to 34 points of fire damage. And you don't continue to be on fire.
I'm going to actually use a spell slot and cast Absorb Elements to reduce that to half.
17. 34 to 17. Okay. Sounds good.
We were talking about popcorn, but I think we just saw Talroth jump like a piece.
Yeah. After Talroth, it is Fable.
Fable, yes. Thank God her dog knows what to do because she's still learning her own fucking magic. I am supposed to roll for initiative for him, but for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna have him go on my turn. Is that okay? You don't have extra people in the lineup.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Him...
Oh, I do need to real quick, because Talroth and Treasure both started within 10 feet of her.
Okay.
You both take 18 points of fire damage. Reduced to 9 for Treasure, full 18 for Talroth.
Ow.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Pup go before my turn because I always forget after my turn is done to do my companions, and then it's just a chaos mess. So I'm gonna just for initiative's sake and simplifying the game. So him going to go forward and bite.
Okay.
Yeah, it counts as a monstrosity and not a beast. It is use the stat block for Direwolf. Got all of those up already.
Great.
And it can use its movement to. It can move only toward its target by the most direct route. Also, that's worth noting because it can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain.
Sounds
so
good.
it will 100% go through a fucking wall if it has to.
Okay.
But so it would like to get to her.
Yep.
And it going to attack.
Sounds good.
So it can also make opportunity attacks, but only against its target. So like today, that is just her, but like in future, it's good to know that like who he's targeting.
Sounds good.
He is targeting the bitch. Only against its target. So I am going to attack. That is going to make a bite. We go and bite. Okay, we bite. Stop it. That is a 15 plus 5 to hit, so 10 or 20. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I need her to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
DC 13. DC 13.
10 plus 4 for 14.
Okay, so she is not knocked prone, but she would have been.
She's immune to prone. You can't knock her prone.
Oh, then never mind. That's good to know. That's fine. Then that's just the, yeah.
Good yeah.
But that is 9, 10, 11, 12 piercing damage on the bite.
Okay. Is it considered magical?
No, does not say.
Okay, so it's reduced.
All it says is it just uses direwolf statistics.
Yep. Understood.
I assume it would be, but since it doesn't say it is, I'm not gonna. I assume it's not.
It'll say. But
it'll say if it is,
yeah.
but no, it's piercing. It's just piercing.
Got it.
So I am going to. It's a monstrosity, not a beast, technically, though.
Got it.
Which is interesting. But perk. While the hound is within 5 feet of the target has disadvantage on saving throws against any spell you cast. So, bitch, we're going to use that today. So yeah, exactly.
The hound does take 18 points of fire damage.
That's fine. I will roll those for him, or I will mark that off for him in a moment. I would like to. Yeah. Then I would like her to please make a.
Are you done with the hound's turn?
I'm done with the hound's turn. Apologies.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the end of the hound's turn, Vatra is going to emanate a burst of raw heat. I need everyone within 300 feet of her to. You're all within physical contact of metal because the fortress has metal in it. So you all make a Constitution saving throw.
Gross.
DC 21. If you are
exactly 21.
If you are resistant or immune to fire damage, you automatically save.
19.
24.
Okay.
I had rolled like a 15, but I just double checked the wording on absorb elements, and the resistance lasts until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm gonna add the 9 hit points back because
You
it was
got
the. Yeah.
you got hit with the 18 before you cast absorb
Oh,
elements.
that's right. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. You all take 10 points of fire damage, half if you are resistant, and if you saved, take half. If you failed, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof.
Did anybody fail? Go. Wait, didn't you?
Tower
You have resistance.
You have resistance, so you automatically cede for the con save. Okay.
But I still take the 5 damage.
Yes, you still take the damage. Yep.
We good?
Yep.
Okay, it is now my turn, and I am going to wail on her twice with a ray of frost, using my bracers to cast that twice.
Okay.
She tries to cast firebolt, and it comes out this way instead, and she's she tries so hard it does not come out fire. It comes out ice, lightning ice. That is a 17 to hit.
A 17 barely hits.
Yeah. Thank God. Okay. I couldn't remember what you said her thing was. So that is 15 damage on the first one.
Okay.
Of ice damage, and or cold damage, and her speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit her again, and I'm gonna miss, cause 11. Terrible. But that's fine. So that's what I fucking got.
Okay. Sounds good. At the end of Fable's turn, she's going to use her last legendary action to teleport.
Second counter spell.
It's not a spell. It's
Oh shit!
It's just her racial ability.
Then if she's trying to teleport out, can the dog make an opportunity attack?
No, that's the benefit of
making sure.
teleporting.
Making sure. Yeah.
She, in a burst of fire, vanishes, and you don't see her in the room. Yeah, what you got?
Technically,
She moved.
she is brambled and has moved. Do you want that to count for her 2d6 slashing?
Yeah, sure. Oh, is it
Yeah.
magical slashing?
I mean, it's from an
Sure.
arcane shot.
That's fine.
6 points of slashing.
Sounds good. Okay.
Because I have been rolling my concentration checks every time I'm taking damage. Does
Yep.
she appear back into the room where my arcane eye still is? 'Cause
Yes,
I
she
haven't moved it?
does. Yeah. Yep. She is in the room. She did not return to the exact same place, partly because the distance of her teleport is not the same as how far you moved her. But she also, since you can see her, does not appear. She appears to not be focused on draining Dad. She seems to be preparing to fight you all. So, I believe that's the
She
end.
learned. She's waiting to be yo-yoed back.
That's the end of the round, right? Okay, new round.
Okay, Talon.
The curse of Olaroon strikes.
Ah.
The smirk on Andrew's face when he was like, yes, I'm my king. I'm good. Like,
What did Vatra pull?
Vatra pulled an ace.
ace.
Gotcha.
Like an entire bitch.
One whole bitch.
Okay. Vatra, I believe, is up first. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Vatra up first. Okay. she is going to... She begins to prepare something. And you guys can't see her. I mean, Talon, if you want to use your reaction to figure out what she's doing. But she is doing things.
Does it look like she's like preparing a spell, or is it?
Yeah, it is. Actually, yeah, she is going to. She is preparing a spell. Actually, bump that. She casts a spell. Great.
Fair.
That's it. She casts a spell and holds an attack. Because she can do that. Alright.
Okay.
Hey, Tristan. Who's up next? Who had the king? Talon?
That's
me.
Talon.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm probably not gonna be able to teleport again because of those legendary resistances. I'm going to run just as far as I can. You said she didn't move quite as far. Is she like on the
120.
inside?
She's on the other side of the door. You teleported her 150 feet. She went back 120. That's the max distance of her teleport. She is on the other side of the door, though. Okay. You guys are, for simplicity's sake, let's say 60 feet from the door. You guys were about midway between north and south. Not exactly. So, there you go.
Okay, so she's 60 feet past the door.
She is 60 feet past the door.
Okay, I will run and use my action just to dash.
Okay.
I'm not going to go through the door. Talon kind of gets to the door and then just kind of cuts to the side.
Okay.
And huddles up in the corner and starts getting ready. But
sounds good. Who's up next?
Clever Stitch, Fable Dog.
I think Clever Stitch wins on Dex.
Yes, he does.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna begin running, and
we're gonna assume Talon tells everybody where she went.
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll start running, and instead of dashing, I'm just gonna use my feline agility to double my speed. So I go 60 feet.
You get to the door,
and I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot her 3 times.
You're gonna open the door. Bonus action, open the door.
I did not realize that it was closed.
Door is
They're
closed.
gonna blow up.
Then yes, I will absolutely bonus action open the door. Fuck
Great.
it, bring it on.
Okay. Yeah. So she had prepared her spell blast, so she is going to throw that at you.
You would be the first one. Fable is just mentally adding a number to the list of times Stitch has almost died. Fuck.
Wait, is this one a spell? Or is this another just ability?
Just an ability. Yeah, just an ability. So that is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And that, do you want the average or do you want the roll?
Roll it.
All right, rolling it. So that
Chaos.
is 10d6.
Chaos.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 39 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Talon, your
just,
eyebrows get singed as the cat hair just bursts into flame across you a little bit.
He'll he'll just kind of let out a quiet yowl, but then we'll just unleash another barrage of arrows at her.
Okay.
Two can play at that game, and I'm taking a photo because this is 2 crits and a natural 13.
Okay.
Although the way that this angle is, it looks like that I don't know why my phone makes it look like that 13 is lopsided, but it's not. Okay, so ages and ages ago, I vaguely remember us having a crits worked slightly differently. Is that still a thing, or are we just doubling
Just double the dice.
the damage?
Yeah.
Okay, double dice. Okay,
It's
got
up to
it.
you. You can double dice or double damage. It's up to you.
I'll double dice because I like rolling extra dice.
There you go.
So the first one is 7, 16. Okay, that's 10. That's 12, 17, 27. And I forget because I've played too many different systems. Is the plus doubled or no?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. 43 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Three, 26. 39 damage on the second attack.
Okay.
And then the third attack is normal. That's 10, 13, 29 damage on the third attack.
Okay. I would like Talon and Clever Stitch to make Constitution saving throws.
Sorry, Talon.
Okay.
A 22.
22 saves?
I'm going to use Silvery Barbs on
Okay.
Clever Stitch to give him disadvantage on the roll and give me advantage on the roll. And I'm going to use my second portent to give him a 19 on his roll so that I can reroll mine.
Okay.
Just twisting shit around. Listen, math nerd. Okay.
Given that divination wizard
I got
You're
bullshit.
so many
18
distractions for fun,
for-
aren't you?
A
Like,
22. I am someone that does not want his wizard to get just incinerated because I don't think
Okay,
anybody's
same.
taking.
no.
All right. So, that is 35 reduced to 17 points of fire damage. You both succeeded the Constitution saving throw. Neither of you are blind. As you watch the burst of the flame, the humanoid form of Vatra is reduced to a a medium-sized crystalline egg.
Oh, we've seen this shit before. Oh no.
Clever Stitch is gonna yell back, "She's an egg! Scramble her!"
I don't think you can scramble a phoenix egg. How big is this one? It's not.
It's
nearly as
medium-sized.
big.
It's dwarf-sized.
Oh, okay.
So just as big as Igneal's.
Yep.
Got it.
Are we still in combat?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay, fuck. Then Doggo / Fable, get into the room.
Oh, I'm gonna use a.
Go ahead.
I'm
You
gonna-
bonus
I'm
action
just-
open the door, so...
I forgot that second wind was a bonus action. Never mind.
Okay.
Would like to run into the room.
It's 60
With
feet
my-
away.
I would like to run 30 feet closer
Okay.
with me and my dog
Okay. You're 90
And-
feet from the egg.
and shout.
I will
Do
let
you
you
know
know
what happens if what?
at the end of Clever Stitch's turn, the egg begins to crack.
Then never mind. That answers the question. That's what I was gonna ask, because like
Fuck.
they were going to break Igneal's open by force, and so I assumed it took longer to hatch than this.
A traditional phoenix does, but this is not a traditional phoenix.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 I've watched weird rebirth shit happen already. I'm gonna use one of my 5th level weird spells
Okay.
to teleport Dad to me. Because if she's reborn in the same room with the person she's trying to absorb, she may just succeed.
Okay.
I'm grabbing the dad. I'm grabbing the Sultan with one of my bonus spells and
Okay.
just yoinking him out into the hallway with it.
What spell?
I can just teleport him, right? What the fuck? It's 5th level or below that I can use.
Yeah.
There's
What is the one that Talon uses?
yeah, his
Vortex
is
Warp.
Vortex Warp is higher than 5th level, I think.
Oh, it's a 2nd level spell.
Then I'm using Vortex Warp. Bring him. I actually put him behind to the whole distance.
Okay.
And get him out of her fucking way, and
He does
and
have a
then
save.
okay, that's fine. Please fail, please fail, please fail.
Oh, all right. What type of save is it? Wisdom?
I'm looking it up. Talon.
Constitution.
Constitution.
Constitution?
So, Caitlin, you have to cast it at a 3rd level. But
That's fine.
other than that, that's fine. I just for your bookkeeping.
No, I'm going to cast it at a 5th level because I have that bonus. I have that contingency. So I'm just gonna yeet him as far away from her as possible.
All right. What's the distance at 5th level?
So then at 5th level, it's 30 feet for each slot above 2nd. And it was already 90 feet. So how far can I teleport him and have him behind our entire group, essentially, without putting him in the next room? Like, where we can't see him anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
The end of the hall.
That's where I'm going. Yeah, end of the hallway. And I will then... So, did he succeed? Did he fail? What's...
He failed.
Yes! Come. And so, yay, cool.
Yeah, he currently has disadvantage on cons saving throws.
Great,
because of
amazing,
his
fantastic.
condition.
The fucking nominal. And then I am going to very much like a bonus action of some kind. Good God. Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to shout at Clever Stitch. Put her the fuck down. No, wait, not Clever Stitch, because Talroth's gonna get into the room before Clever Stitch could take his next attack. So at Talroth instead, hoping that he's going shortly. That put her the fuck down, and please take a Bardic Inspiration. It is 1d6. Go, and I'm gonna just prepare to go back to where I just dropped this man off.
Okay.
Okay, but I hope that was a good. I thought it would be a bad idea for her to be reborn in the same room as this
Probably.
person.
Yeah.
Just
no.
learn what happens. Like,
Yeah.
personally.
Doggo.
Cody's smiling, so it's either a really good idea or a really bad idea, and I don't know which one yet.
Yep.
What's the dog
I
doing?
hate that face. He's run. He just has to use his action to try to run an attack, and if he can't reach her, he can't reach her.
All right, what's his speed?
Oh, that's a good question. 50 feet.
Okay, so it goes 100 feet. It doesn't quite.
But he
get there.
has. But he has a. he has just a 5-foot reach. Never mind. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, maybe he has. Okay.
Nope. All right. At the end of Fable and the dog's turn, the egg continues to crack.
Roth's up next.
Oof. So this thing is 120 feet away?
Yep.
Yeah, it'd take everything I have to reach it, but, fuck.
Also, if someone could close the door. Like, after y'all get in, close the door. Like, I'll
Or
just hide
even
this man.
before you get in.
Open, close, go. Like,
yeah, I mean, shit. Okay, I will start moving closer to the door, so moving my 45. Bonus action to chug the potion of healing that I have just to get at least something back in me.
Okay.
Okay, so 6 hit points, that's something. Would 45 get me... Well, no, sorry, you said she was 120, so I'd have to action dash to get to the door itself.
Yeah.
The door is 60 feet away, yeah.
Can I just run full bore at the door to try to, like, shoulder it shut? As part of, like, the dash to move to get closer?
I'll give you an athletics check to try and do it.
Okay. So that's a 17.
Sure. Yeah, you shut the door.
Cool.
At the end of Talroth's turn, you don't know what happens. Talon, yeah, the egg continues to crack.
Okay, treasures
Listen, at
up.
least we locked the one man in there who can actually get out again.
There's nobody in there.
It's the
there's nobody
arcane
in there?
eye. It's the
No.
arcane eye.
The dog is in there.
Oh, the dog is in there.
Dog made it in. Eat the egg. Eat the egg, pup. Also, fun fact: the dog, even if Talon's eye didn't know the thing, the dog always knows where its target is, so it could always chase her down no matter where she goes.
Nice.
Okay, so I see that Fable brought in the old man.
Mm-hmm.
Are we trying to protect the old man? Okay, then Treasure's going to about face and run towards the old man to scoop him up. And okay, I was carrying an egg yesterday. I guess it's an old bird today.
So the old man would be 90 feet from you.
I will be doing a lot of hoofing it in that direction.
Okay. All right. Sounds.
I'm just trying to separate the match from the Tinder, basically. Like
Yeah.
that's like
No,
what I'm trying to do.
Not a bad idea.
Sounds good. At the end of Treasure's turn, that would be five turns, including the dog, right? Yes. Clever Stitch, legendary. Dog, legendary. Fable, Talroth, and Treasure. All 5. There we go. The egg erupts as, Talon, you can see a huge, gigantic, fiery phoenix burst forth from the egg. It is scintillating with colors that are deep blues, almost purples, and that range from white to red, and orange in between. That is its legendary action. Anybody left?
Does it do damage?
Yes.
Is pup dead? Is dog dead now?
Constitution saving throw for the dog.
I just need to know. I need to know if he's dead.
We
Like,
need
that's
to
fine.
be on
I just want to take it.
doesthedogdie.com.
Listen, I just want to know if, I mean, he's a spectral being. It's fine. I've already accepted this. But he, natural 18 for his con plus 2 for his stat. So a dirty 20 on his con save.
So that fails. It's a full 18 points of damage.
A 20 on his con save failed?
Yeah, 21 is the
Oh!
DC of the con for everything you guys have been doing. Yeah.
Apologies, missed that. I great. I hadn't had to make one yet. So for this shit, so he takes how much damage?
18.
18. So he's done that twice now, so he was at 30. So now he's at not a lot. Minus 18. He's at 12 hit points. If he takes
Okay.
one more hit, he's down.
Sounds good. All right. Anybody left? New round.
Look at Talon.
Talon, our god tonight.
Just shuffled them. Shuffled them.
You're good. Talon on the ace, and Treasure, Vatra on the queen. Vatra will go first because she wins on Dex.
What did you pull, Fable?
A 9.
Thank you.
All right, Talon.
Let's see. Gonna hit her with a mind spike at 6th level.
Okay.
It's, she makes a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Sounds good.
And Talon is like pulling himself just as far into the corner as he can, just like away from the door, and is just like focusing through the arcane eye.
Okay. So that is for wisdom a 23.
That succeeds. So I believe it is just half damage.
Okay.
That's 78 halved. 32, so 16 points of psychic damage.
16 points of psychic damage. Sounds good. Anything else, Talon?
That gives me a 5th level spell slot back, and that's it.
Okay. At the start of Vatra's turn, all creatures within 10 feet of her, 20 feet of her now that she's reborn, take 18 points of fire damage. So I believe the dog is out.
Yeah.
Yep, no save on that. That's just
Nope.
heat damage right there.
Dog.
Can we get some tributes in chat for our fallen pupper friend?
He didn't even have a name.
He has to earn it.
Oh.
He'll earn one. He'll let me know what his name is.
Okay. The Phoenix Vatra is, Talon, you can see, going to rush the doors. She pushes her claws out, sort of like a hawk swooping down, and smashes into the doors. She deals double damage to objects and structures because she is a siege monster, so the doors come crashing down off the hinges.
Sorry, she's a what?
A siege monster.
I hate that.
So I need Clever Stitch, Tauroth, and Treasure. You guys were all behind the door.
Treasure's in the
left.
opposite
So
direction.
the Treasure went the opposite direction. I apologize.
Yeah.
Talon was the other one. He went and hid in the corner. I need the two of you to make. What is falling door? Strength saving throw?
Wouldn't it
wanna
be
say
dex save
Dex
for
to
wood?
get out of the way, or
I
strength
mean,
to...
they're very big. Can you
I
get
don't know how
that
big
far
they are.
out of the way? I'll give you a dex. Go for it. You can both do dex. Sure.
You know, as weird as it is, Clever Stitch is going to try and muscle his way
He's gonna
deal
try
with
to
the
hold the
doors.
door up.
because his strength saving throw is higher than his dex, because
Sure.
fuck dex fighters.
I'll give each of you. You can choose. There's two doors. Tauroth wants to dodge the door. Clever Stitch is gonna try to get to the bottom and just lift it up. So yeah. All right, go for it.
A 21.
That's a success.
27.
That is a success as well. So the fall damage for the 60-foot door, we're gonna just do. That is going to be 14 reduced to 7 for Clever Stitch. It is kind of an AoE, so we'll let the evasion kick in for Tauroth. So that was one attack of its attacks. It does have another. It has a beak attack, and you guys are right next to it. So Clever Stitch, you took her out last time, so it's gonna beak attack you.
Bring it.
Yes. Okay. So, beak attack. Natural 19 plus 13 for a 32. So that is
Misses.
yeah. I know. Thank you for letting me know. So that is going to be 2d10 slam damage. So
Slammage. Slammage, you
so
coward.
14 bludgeoning
Okay.
plus 5d6 fire. I'm not gonna ask. I know you prefer the rollage. 21 points of fire damage.
Fuck. Clever Stitch is out.
Last claw attack is going to wheel about and hold on. So Clever Stitch is also on fire. He is ignited.
Cool.
So until a creature takes an action to douse the fire, he's going to take fire damage at the start of each of his turns.
Okay.
He is cindering, smoldering. Okay. Tauroth, you are the person next to him. So claw attack on you. 7 plus 12 for a 19. Or 13 for a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So the claw attack.
I am regretting not doing this for Clever Stitch. I thought he had more hit points. I'm going
did.
to.
She did a
Yeah,
lot of damage.
I'm going to Silvery Barbs that attack to give Vatra disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to just give myself advantage on the next roll I make.
Okay.
Nice.
16 is the lower. It still is a 29 to hit. So 2d10. Oh no, they're 2d. Claws are weaker. 6. 2d6. So that is 11 points of slashing damage. And fire damage. 11, 15, 18, 19 points of fire damage.
So I'm gonna absorb elements to fire damage.
Okay. So 19 goes down to 10. You don't want to uncanny dodge the whole thing?
Can I uncanny dodge the whole thing? Because
Well-
I just thought about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because the fire only happens because you get hit. So the idea is you're moving out of the way, so you get hit with less of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I had to pick one or the other. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'll uncanny dodge the whole thing, please.
Yeah, yeah. So half all of that.
So it was 11, and then another 19 on top of
So
that.
30 down to 15.
15. Okay.
Okay. That is it for Vatra.
Quick question for you, Cody. Whenever she became an egg,
Yeah.
did she no longer have brambles? Are the brambles gone?
No, I'll leave them. Go ahead.
Fuck yeah!
Hit
She
her-
moved.
Hit her with some brambles.
So she takes 7 piercing damage.
Thank you. Yep. And she actually does have flyby. So, and her speed is 120. So she is going, so she moved 60 feet. She's going to move 60 feet further and pass you guys. And she's actually going to be, 90 feet from Papa Ash. And pretty much.
So she's right next to Treasure, roughly.
Yeah, she's right next to Treasure. She's near Treasure and near Fable. Or past Fable. So, who's up next? Treasure.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Okay. If she's right next to me, I'm gonna take a couple swings at her.
Okay, go for it.
Reckless on both, of course.
Okay.
And a nat 20.
Okay.
That was the first attack. Do I roll the second one first before rolling damage?
Yeah.
And the second one is also a nat 20.
Yes.
Okay.
God bless our fucking tanks. Murder her.
So, okay, I know I don't roll the fire. I
Yep.
don't think the immolate matters in this
It's not
case.
going to matter. No, she's still immune to fire.
But I still roll the brutal critical.
Yeah.
And that's going to be brutal critical.
I think you're at 2 dice right now for it.
2 dice for it, but I'm trying to count how many d12s I have to roll. I don't have enough.
Would be 3.
D12 for the axe, D12 for the crit, another 2d12 for brutal critical, so you have 40-12.
Per
Per hit.
attack.
For attack, yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do them separate.
Okay. Okay. So 14, 19, 24 plus 11 for the first one.
35. Sounds good.
Woof, the second one was mean. Let's see, 20, 32, 36 for the second one plus 11.
All right. 36 plus 11 is 47. Sounds good.
So that was those 2 attacks.
Yep. Anything else?
Uh,
You gonna keep running, or are you staying here?
well, I got my bonus action. She's gonna catch some tentacles as well. So she's
Okay.
got to make me that con save.
Con saving throw. There it
DC
is.
18.
DC 18. Natural 1.
So she takes another d12 of necrotic damage,
Go for it.
and that's gonna be another 7 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then, yes, I'm gonna hoof it.
Okay. She is going to take her attack of opportunity against you. Yeah, beak it up.
Don't make it sound cute. I don't want to feel bad when I kill her.
Don't feel bad.
12 plus 13 for a 25.
Does hit.
Okay. You are resistant to fire, but...
I'm resistant to fire and piercing.
Okay.
Or slashing. I don't know what her beak does.
Beak does... I mean, you're resistant to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's that. It's one of those. I think it's bludgeoning.
It's beaking. It is one of
Beaking.
these.
Yeah, beaking is its own damage type. Yep. Piercing, so resistant to that as well. So 11 plus 7, 18 reduced to 9, and then 5d6 or 10d6 fire damage. 38 reduced to 19. And at the end of Treasure's turn, as she is running, you hear the caw, and it carries in it an Ignan word, burn. And Treasure, until the end of Vatra's next turn, you are no longer resistant to fire.
Noted.
Okay.
That's cool.
Who's up next?
The cat.
You fail a death save automatically because you take damage.
Yep. But it's not from a crit.
It's not from a
So
crit.
just the
It's just
one?
one. It's just one.
My turn is done.
You do you make your death saving throw?
Oh, is that not? Boop. No.
Okay. Clever
So
Stitch
2.
has failed 2 death saves.
My turn is over.
Okay.
Fable.
Okay, good. Well, I'm burning another one of these slots. Okay. Talroth and Talon and Stitch are all within 30 feet of each other.
Yes.
Good. Mass cure wounds.
Okay.
That is going to be it's going to be 3d8 plus my modifier, so real quick, but it'll get you up and it'll keep them functional for a moment, and it'll get you up better than anything else I have at my disposal. Where
I
the fuck
appreciate it.
is thank you. What level is that? It is 5th. Yeah, okay, good. 3d8. That's a d6. I don't want that. 3d8. I don't like that you're rolling right now. Stop it.
I had forgotten her Living Flame ability, which allows her to heal at the start of her turn.
14 points back to all of you. So wake the
Nice.
fuck up, Stitch.
Thank you.
That's what I got.
Thank you.
So that was a action. No one else is in that range because we're both
Nope.
outside. Me and Treasure are both outside it. Just making sure.
You moved 30 feet forward, so you are at the edge of it.
I'm
If you
gonna
wanna move
I'm gonna heal
closer.
myself. I'm gonna heal myself. What did I just tell you guys? 14.
14.
14 points as well, just in case.
'Kay.
Then I'm gonna use my movement to move closer back to Treasure and Fam.
Okay.
And I am going to use my bonus action to quicken a spell and wail on this bitch. And I'm not using a cantrip because I've already used a bonus action, so I can't use the bracers right now. I am going to chromatic orb the fuck out of her face.
So you cast Mass
Cure Wounds as my action.
Great.
And then I use my movement, and then I quicken Dispel as my bonus action to make one spell be the ability to use
What
the
is
spell.
the highest level spell you can cast?
I can cast up to 6, so I'm using a first level spell.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm going to just cast Chromatic Orb at first level at her.
Okay.
So I'm not burning something huge, but oh, actually no, yeah, I'm using Chromatic Orb. So I would like to cast that at her. That's a 26 to hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Gonna be ice damage.
Go for it.
And that is 17 cold damage.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, as I'm just trucking it back to her, she's doing. Fable's just spent this entire doing suicides, like at the the gym. Run halfway, fucking back, run in range, back.
Where's the PE teacher off to the side timing you?
It's Talon. He's the one. He has to keep PE on side of history. Like they don't have just fitness. Like they have to multitask in their classes. You know this.
Yeah.
Public education sucks.
At the end of your turn, using 2 legendary actions, the one for Clever Stitch and the one for Lady, he is going to swoop. And as we all know, swooping is bad. Moves up to its speed, 120 feet, makes 1 fiery Talons attack. So it is going to hit Treasure on the way. Making the attack roll. That is a natural 5 plus 13 for an 18.
She just hits.
Okay. You are resistant to the piercing damage. And that is 11 reduced to 6. And then the fire damage, which you are no longer resistant to, is 30. 30 points of fire damage. After
But that's only until my next turn or her next turn?
the end of her next turn.
The end of her turn.
Yep.
The end of this turn. Okay.
The end of her next turn. This is a legendary action.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, you still got a little bit to deal with for fire. And for once, Treasure, you finally understand why everybody is complaining about the heat all the time. Like, it burns and you're like, ow, this is unpleasant.
This is awful.
Is what you guys deal with all the time?
Do not
Oh,
care for this. This is awful.
That big energy of like when gods fall and they're like, is this what pain feels like every time? Yes,
I
like
don't like
the
this.
doctor. You all just, this is how you would spend time all the time, just linearly.
you
What?
people live like this?
You see how much we love you that we came to this fucking place?
So, she is going to make it to Ash Daddy because she can fly very fast.
There's no way that I can grapple her.
No, because a flyby attack, you do not get a reaction to hit her.
Okay.
So yeah, you never get she doesn't do reaction attacks. Okay.
Got it.
After that legendary action, who's up?
Galroth.
So is it a bonus action or an action to put the cat on fire?
Action.
Trying to see if there's anything that I can do as a bonus action besides that, but okay. So yeah, I'll run over, just use an action, just knock the flames out. Just use the cloak to kind of just pat it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
And yeah, then just try to move to try to catch up a little bit, or just kind of close some of the distance.
Okay. Yeah. What's your speed?
45.
You were 150. Now you're 105.
You can bonus action dash, can't you?
Yeah, but I don't want to get too close.
I mean,
because-
fair. I just wanted to. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, and you said she's 105?
Yeah, because the room length is 150. You were at the door. She made it to the other side where Dad was. You moved 45, 105.
Thank you, D&D math.
Yeah.
This episode has been brought to you by Math.
All
Accurate.
D&D
Yeah,
episodes are
I'll
brought
just-
to you by math.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'll use my
if-
bonus action to get a little bit closer, but see if I can, I don't know, like, not try to hide behind something, but kind of use it for like a bit of cover from her.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can grab half cover behind one of the shays pretty easily. So yeah, not a problem. At the end of your turn, she does have a legendary action. She does have the mythic actions now. So that's
I also realized I
Fuck
can
is a
cast up to.
mythic?
I can cast up to 7th level. I could have cast a 2nd level spell. I'm in dumb.
Oh.
I didn't realize I've never used that high. Like, what the fuck?
so when they're reborn, basically still has all the previous actions plus all the bird actions basically for legendaries. Because when you have a mythic creature, when it levels up, it gets basically a new set of legendary actions it can use. That's the way they work. But for my simplicity, I was like, I'm just going to keep the regular ones and then the bird action. So,
Sure.
treasure. Oh, okay. So I have to save up some legendary actions for that. So, there we go. Anybody left? New round.
Oh, shit. That's my ace.
Yeah, look at you guys with 3 aces.
Holy fuck.
She is on a 10.
So am I.
Okay. So 3 aces, I believe it's either Talroth or Clever Stitch, right? You guys pulled aces?
Go for it, Talroth. Yeah.
All right.
So here's my question:
All right.
Can I cast a spell and use a charge from Gyron's staff?
So it's gonna matter spell level, because it's the use item, I believe, action, but the items, if they specify, they allow you to cast a spell, which I believe Gyron's does. That should be the wording on it. It would still apply. Now, our house rules, you can cast spell levels up to your maximum spell level. So if they're both first level spells, I think you're fine. You can cast what? Up to 2nd level? Oh, you can cast up to 1st. So
Yeah, I'm only like couple levels into Ranger.
that right. So it's one or the other, or you can do one and use a cantrip, I believe. So
Yeah, none of my cantrips are bonus action, but all right. So at least from where I'm at, I'm going to use the last charge on Gyron's staff, and she has to make a Wisdom save against slow.
Wisdom save versus slow. Right.
It's a DC 17.
Is resistant, so that does still apply. Taking the better on her magical resistance is 13 plus 3 for 16.
The DC is 17 on the item.
She's gonna legendary action save.
I forgot about that resistance.
Legendary resistance.
Legendary
I forgot.
resistance. Yep,
Wait, that was would that be the third one that we've seen?
that's the first one. The other two she
had
didn't
legendary
have to
actions.
save because she's immune
First
to those.
one. Yeah, the first one was a charm.
I was
She
like,
immune.
is she is it charm?
Yeah.
Yes. She
Yeah.
doesn't. She's immune.
She's immune.
And
Yeah.
the other thing, she was immune, so she didn't use those. She used
Yeah.
one.
All right, so that's one resistance down, and there's my action.
Okay.
Yeah, only other thing I'll try to do is try to hop a little bit closer, and again, just trying to use things for cover just to avoid fire.
Sounds good. Clever Stitch.
He is going to stand up
Okay.
and very angrily shoot another barrage of arrows at this bitch that just put him down.
Okay.
He
100
has sharpshooter, so range does not matter to him.
Yeah, 150 feet at this point. You're like, that's no problem.
Yeah, until she is 601 feet away, does not matter to him.
Got it.
So he will just shoot 3 times.
Okay.
Okay. That is 1 crit, and again, I am taking photos. 1 crit and 2 natural 10s.
Okay.
Because apparently my dice like to roll in pairs today.
Nice. Love the theming.
So, yeah. So, the first attack, the crit, is going to be 26, 36, 42 points of damage.
Ooh, rough. All right.
16 of which was cold.
Okay.
And then, after that, the second attack is 8, 12, 17, 33 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the third attack is 10, 16, 32 points of damage.
Okay. She is up.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
And I'm not moving, so I'm done.
Sounds good. The end of your turn, she's gathered enough legendary actions. She is going to use combustion again. That was a fun time. On Treasure. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
What's the DC?
The DC is 21.
And I got 25.
All right. You are still going to take half of the 20d6.
Ow.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's what she hits Halroth with off the bat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is 85, so round to 86, down to 43.
How are you doing?
Well, on a scale of 0 to 161, how far would you like to know?
Are you
Not
still
well.
up? Are you
I'm still up, but not
okay,
well.
Okay. That's the important part.
Okay. After
It's Treasure.
Clever Stitch, Treasure.
I'm still taking fire damages, right?
From what?
Like no. I'm saying like I'm
The
still
full amount of
technically.
fire. Yes, you are no.
Correct.
You're still not resistant. That's correct.
That hurt. Okay, so we're gonna play with something a little different. She's gonna go ahead and grab the javelin off of her hip,
Okay.
pop it, and go for the lightning bolt.
All right. Do it. I always forget how lightning javelins work.
Same.
I think there's an attack roll and a save. This is like one of the few items in the game where it's like both things have to happen.
It's an
Yeah.
attack roll, but they are denied the save. Anything in the path makes a save.
Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
And do I still get the reckless with this?
I
think
believe
so, right?
reckless has to be a melee attack.
It is a melee weapon, but I think in the ranged case, no. Okay. Natural 19
Nice. Definitely hits.
for 29.
Yeah.
And now let's go ahead and do that 4d6 of lightning damage.
Okay.
Not shabby at all. That's 17 lightning damage.
All right, 17 light. That's a good roll on that.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it was 2 4s, a 6, and a 3.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, at the end of Treasure's turn, she is going to utilize Heat Wave once again.
Also was just a little closer, trying to get to Ash Dad.
How close?
Let's see. I still want to. How close can I move? Because she's still good and far from me at this point, right?
You were there. You dashed once, right?
Mhm.
What's your speed?
40.
Your speed is 40, so you moved 80 of the 90 feet. So you're actually pretty close to Dad. You and her are both over the top of Dad.
Okay, cool. So then I don't necessarily got to move closer, but I will bonus action to go ahead and give myself that healing potion because I
Okay.
will need it.
Okay. So you
That's the tankard.
you stay further than 20 feet from her because you can
Okay.
feel the fire. That's the
Yeah.
like radius of her flame thing there, and you would be in melee for her to hit. Rather than save up a swoop, she's going to release the heat wave. So everyone within 300 feet, that's all you guys. You're touching metal, that's all you guys. Make a Constitution saving throw, unless you are resistant to fire. Which
I am still not.
you are not. Yeah, that's why
Okay.
she's doing it.
I'm gonna use my
17?
last. I'm gonna use my last luck to re-roll that.
Okay.
I forgot I have Indomitable.
Indomitable.
I'm gonna use my last Indomitable.
All
I
right.
failed anyway. Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
21?
to.
Sorry.
21 is the DC.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. On my +9 con saves, I rolled almost one of the few numbers I would have had to roll to fail. Like, I fucking, under normal circumstances, god damn it.
Thumbs.
Does- what-
Show me your results with thumbs for me, guys. DC 21.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to absorb elements on that one.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. If you succeeded, you are going to take 5 points of fire damage. If you failed, you take 10 points of fire damage, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
That's what I was trying to.
If you
That's the
are
reason I burned the luck.
if you are resistant, you don't gain that. You don't gain the
So exhaustion gives me what then? Nowhere
Look, level 1.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. I just found there's an exhausted. Wait.
If you click on conditions, yeah.
There. Level 1. Got
Nice.
it. Amazing. Thank you.
After Treasure, who's up?
It
I think it's
is,
us.
I think, Talon.
Okay. Good.
Talon comes out of his corner, stomping out the corner of his robe, which is smoking a little bit, sprints his full 15 feet of movement from this new level of
My
exhaustion.
baby. Oh no.
He kind of stops. He goes, never mind. I'll just bring it here. And he's going to vortex warp Ash Daddy back into the room behind
Are we
him where he
playing
was
keep
originally
away?
in.
We're playing keep away.
Okay.
So he holds up the tattoo at the closed eye, which then snaps open. And as it does, he just...
Fable sees this from across the way and watches it go back. She's, I'm gonna marry that weirdo someday. Like, she just, no one else hears it. It's just, love the man. Oh fuck, shit.
Somewhere.
Somewhere,
somewhere
the ride is,
to-
or no, Kenzie is like,
2 platinum gets dropped into Kenzie's hand.
And I can't call him Ash Daddy, for it just feels weird. So the Sultan, he gets to make the Constitution saving throw. Or
Coward.
At this point, he's not. He's good. You
Okay.
move him. That's fine.
okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to drink my Greater Potion of Healing.
Okay. At the end of your turn, is Vatra next?
It's Fable
It's
and
Vatra
Vatra
Fable,
next,
so
yeah.
I'm assuming she has higher dex than
She
me.
does. Yeah. So
Fuck her.
she's got 1 legendary action because her turn's coming up. She gets 1 after each of you, and she can save them up. That's how I do it.
Yep.
To make
I hate her.
legendary monsters actually legendary. and mythic. So it's about to be her turn. She's going to use Heat Wave again.
Why is this an ability and not a spell? God damn it. I hate it.
You are still resistant, Tauroth. You are still not resistant, Treasure.
I rolled another 1 again.
Fuck.
What the fuck? Shit.
No, damn it.
I'm now, same. Hey, buddy.
10
How many
points of
levels of exhaustion are you at?
This is 3.
This is 2 for me.
Yep. Okay.
God damn it.
It's
that
10
is
points of damage.
10 points of fire damage. Yep. That is it.
Is that including for me, even though I passed also
You
10?
passed, you get 5. If you pass, you
Okay.
get 5 and no exhaustion. If you're resistant, you get automatically 5, no exhaustion. You don't have to make a save. The damage is... So the way it's worded is the damage is set at the number, right? It isn't impacted by the save. But if you save, I'm cutting it just for simplicity's sake, right?
Just so you know, Cody, it was meant to be, because I was like, wait, I have advantage from that last time I cast Silvery Barbs, at least on one of these heat waves.
Yep.
And I rolled another 2.
Oof. Oof. Rough. A lot of 1s and 2s on the exhaustion. It is Vatra's turn, and Vatra is going to fly 120 feet, but on the way is going to Fiery Talon and Beak. Oh, right. Let's do the healing. Flame is alive. Ooh, that's nice. You see the Phoenix kind of regenerating a little bit. She's going to swoop by and Treasure. Are you below half? Are you bloodied?
I am.
Okay, so she knows this is kind of her last turn to knock you unconscious before she has to use legendary actions to reduce your fire again. So she's going to take a Beak and Talon attack against you. That is a 26 is the lower, 28 is the higher, so both of those hit. And that is piercing damage, 9 reduced to 5, and 11 reduced to 6. Total of 11 on the piercing, and I have to clear that and do this way. Yep. And 17 points of fire damage. Oh,
I'm
17 on the first one, and then 19 on the second one.
I'm down.
Treasure unconscious for the first time in a very long time. The bird flies 120 feet, 30 feet from the people at the door, pretty much right over Fable's head, probably, in the ballpark of that. That is it for Vatra.
Good. Fuck this goddamn bitch. I am going to fuck that halved movement shit and also fly. It's goddamn time. Get out my way. I am activating my winged boots and I am going to just skyrocket up directly into her face.
Okay.
I would like to, I would like very much to, once I get up there, I'd like to get in between her and Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the direction she's flying, so I'd like to fly up that way.
Okay.
And I would like to, if we're kind of, yeah, I'm just going to thunder wave the fuck out of her.
Okay.
I would like to push her back away, farther back the other way.
All right.
I'm casting it at 4th level, so I just need her to make a save. I need her to make a con save.
Con save. Okay. You know she's very good at con.
She's also very good at wisdom stuff. I think those are the only 2 saves I ever have.
Okay.
So I know. I
Yep.
just am trying to do
you're
literally
good.
anything.
You're good. Yeah. You're good.
Actually, wait. No, keep it. I'll do that later if I have to. Go. What was it?
11 plus 12 for
Fuck her.
23. Yeah.
Well, I was like, hoping she'd roll.
Silvery barbs, so she has to re-roll that and take the lower roll.
Okay.
Oh!
So 11
Oh!
or 10. So she takes the 10.
Okay, still. Oh, fuck. Okay. Thank you for
I'm
trying.
going to give advantage to Fable on her pretty much next whatever roll she makes.
Okay, this is just damage, but thank you. I will keep that in mind in a moment.
Cool.
So it's still a lot of damage. Still gonna try to knock her out of the sky with 5d8 of thunder damage.
All right.
30 points of thunder damage.
Down to 15.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to quicken and try to do another spell.
Okay.
And I am just going to
up
up to 3rd level.
up to 3rd level.
Fuck this goddamn bitch. She downed my friends. She's killing everybody, and I cannot let her get back there. Everyone's dying around me. And I might still be back on my legs like a baby giraffe, but I can do shit. And I'm going to 3rd level chromatic orb her fucking everything.
Okay.
Advantage on this roll?
Yeah. I'm gonna say you probably didn't fly within 5 feet of her.
No. I was trying very hard to get
Yeah.
in between. So that's gonna be a 13 to hit. Was the highest. I rolled with advantage and still got a 1.
You rolled
Shit.
two ones?
No, I rolled a 1 for the second one. The first one, even with the plus, I only got a 13. So I rolled a
Okay.
5 and a 1.
Okay. Okay.
And I have nothing that allows me to, like, I'm used to being able to add other stuff, my other, and I don't have it anymore. Yeah, that's all I've got. That's all I was able to do. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
After Fable, saving up legendary action, who's up next?
It's end of the
we
round.
flip.
End of the round, new round.
Yeah.
King for Vatra.
King for Fable. Fuck. Skyfight, go!
All right. She is going to fly by. She got pushed back. Or no, she didn't, because she saved.
She didn't get any pushback. Also, I just realized the advantage disadvantage wouldn't have mattered because I have 2 levels of question anyway. So basically, he gave me a flat roll, so
No.
it was still the same number.
2 levels.
Yeah, second.
Its 3rd is disadvantage on saving throws.
Oh, it's just ability checks. Okay. Thank God. Okay, well, thank you. Either way, I rolled twice, so okay, good. Just making sure.
Okay. Flyby attack with the beak and the claw against Fable. The lower is a 7 for a modified 20. The higher is 12 for a 25.
What a cunt.
Okay.
Yeah, she hits.
All right. Piercing damage is 13 plus 4, 17. And fire damage is 20 and 12 for a total of 32.
Ugh. Okay.
You up?
Y'all have no way of knowing anymore because her fire, she doesn't have red fire of blood. She's up. She's there.
Okay.
that her
Flyby allows Vatra to move past you without invoking attacks of opportunity. She does go another 120 feet. That is enough distance to get her, I believe, to Ash Daddy. And she's looming over him at the moment.
Too fucking bad. All right, let's go. I am going to one more goddamn time yeet a chromatic orb at her.
Okay. What level?
Oh, I'm playing it careful so I don't burn. So I'm playing it careful so I can afford to roll again and have spell slots available. So I'm not like 7th level and then missing and having nothing I can do. So 4th level again.
Okay.
That's a 24 to hit.
That does hit. She did recover some hit points at the start of her turn.
That's fine. 19 points of... Oh, no. 21 points of cold damage because 2 of those were 1s and I have Elemental Adept.
Ooh.
Okay. 21. She recovered that, so I just take 9 from that, and that gives me that. Okay. She's still up.
I'm going to do it one more time.
All right. Here it is. Let's see it.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
For a 3rd level. 28 points of fire or of cold damage.
She had
Jesus
22.
Christ.
That's showtime.
Flying after her to get closer. She is going to just shape this ball of fire, ice and darkness that is a different, deeper shade of purple and black than you've ever seen from her power before. That used to be this warm purple when it was the ice and the fire, and now it's just a cold purple. And she is the Aurora Borealis, throwing this shit into the Phoenix Sister with a cry of, this place extinguished my flame and now I'm going to burn away yours. Just wail on her.
As the cold darkness envelops the fire of the Phoenix, you see it crush down onto the ground. The fire sort of spreads out, and as the explosive sort of sparks and this firework like ash creep down over the Sultan, you see the bits of flame that had been stolen from him returning to his presence. And that is where we are going to end our adventure for tonight.
Can I just do one small thing just because I know it's going to bug Talroth?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Booking it towards treasure as fast as he can and just kind of baseball sliding in and just cure wounds.
Absolutely.
Just to keep her up.
Yeah. That's good because I forgot we had her unconscious.
10 hit points back, honey.
Let me figure out how to do this. I haven't been below 0 in a minute.
There you go. So, next week, we are probably going to do a double disasters week next week. Most likely Monday night, and we will find another night, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So, if you guys enjoyed tonight, please come on back. We're going to wrap up our time here in the city of Brass, and we are then going to take a little tour and see where people end up. So, any other threads that are lingering, or if you guys have anything that you would like for your character to live on and do, please think about that. Message me, give me your thoughts, and we will do that next week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm super excited. I do enjoy some of these monsters for a last fight. The heat wave can be very devastating. So
literally,
Can I
hope
keep
you
my
guys.
resistances, please and thank you?
Yeah.
We've told Cody for years. It's the conditions more than the damage that'll fuck us up. Like the fights where he's been like I remember last season there was this big thing with like, hey, you're it's fine, everything's fine. Like this monster doesn't have a lot of hit points, and all of us are like, Cody, you keep on making us use saves. We keep being blind and grappled and restrained. We can't do shit. Like
That is sometimes the case. I had a great time. I hope you guys did as well. We are gonna say good night.
Did you get my message?
Thank you. Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we
Money?
rate? Oh, yeah, that sounds good. So we're gonna send you guys on a raid to our good friend over, Blonde. How does that spell?
BLAWNDOSAURS.
SAURSREX. Rawr. There we go.
Correct.
Having a great time. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.